Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the session. Today, I will tell you about abnormal heart rhythm and your respiratory, that is, breathing disorder. This is called sleep apnea and heart arrhythmias. That is just like the steady, consistent drum beat of your favorite song. Your heart relies on a regular rhythm to work most effectively. When a rhythm is regular, then your heart is working very well. When your heart consistently beats out of rhythm, known as an arrhythmia, a number of health concerns can occur, which you can feel. While you may notice when your heart skips a beat or two, while awake, you may be less likely to notice while you are asleep. Researchers have connected a number of heart rhythm disorders with conditions sleep apnea, a sleep breathing disorder. Now, can sleep apnea cause arrhythmia? That is, sleep breathing disorder can cause dis- di- disturbance or irregular heartbeat, which is called arrhythmia. Now, obstructive sleep apnea (OSA) is a sleep related breathing disorder where your usual breathing is disrupted. While the interruption may be relatively very brief, the pause and the other frequent pauses that tend to occur with it can affect your heart. Your heart is damaged in such a condition, and estimated 25% of the people who use a pacemaker to maintain a regular heart rhythm also have sleep apnea. This suggests that there may be a close relationship between sleep apnea and arrhythmia. Now, treating sleep apnea has helped reverse or reduce the incidence of arrhythmias, which means that sleep apnea is likely to cause arrhythmia in some of the people. So, both are interrelated as the researchers found. People with heart disease also experience sleep apnea in greater proportions. This means that it is likely that some people with sleep apnea may have already some heart problems. Sleep apnea cause worsen this damage, which can further increase someone's risk of abnormal heart rhythm. So, what is the most common heart rhythm, that is dis- disruption in heartbeat, heart rhythm, that is arrhythmia during sleep apnea? Slow heart rhythms, that is, these are the most common for the people with sleep apnea. When people have breathing disorder, then they are more likely to have this slow heart rhythms. The most severe your sleep apnea, the more likely you may have slow heart rhythms. But other arrhythmia can occur. For example, risk of the risk of arterial fibrillation in two times is more higher for the people with, who have sleep apnea. Now, what triggers your arrhythmia during sleep? There are several proportional causes that are related to sleep apnea that may lead to some experiencing an arrhythmia during sleep, creating intrathoracic pressure changes. When you stop breathing during a sleep apnea episode, it is likely that you drink from a straw that has something blocking it. When you try harder to drink from a straw, you start to generate extra pressure, but the drink still goes nowhere. This effect is similar to what happens when you try to breathe when your airway is obstructed. The intrathoracic pressure affecting your lungs and heart changes from its norm. These changes can potentially affect with blood flows back to the heart as well as trigger and move the heart. Each of these changes may lead to an arrhythmia, triggering sympathetic and parasympathetic systems. When you stop breathing, it can trigger some of your body's backup systems to stimulate breathing again. These systems could include parasympathetic system which slows heart rates or sympathetic system which speeds the heart up, now causing myocardial ischemia. What is it? When you stop breathing during a sleep apnea episode, your oxygen can drop. This could lead to hypoxia when there is a lack of oxygen in your tissues. Hypoxia is a supply and demand concern. The heart demands oxygen, but there is not enough of a supply. Not enough oxygen to the heart is condition known as myocardial ischemia, which can lead to developing arrhythmia. Now, what happens to the heart during sleep apnea? Episodes of sleep apnea can affect your heart's ability to receive oxygen. At first, your body tries to compensate in a number of ways. It may try to make the heart beat faster or stronger in an attempt to get more oxygenated blood because your body requires more oxygenated blood at that time. Over time, this can cause heart muscles to become larger and worn out. There's the damage of heart muscles affecting overall heart function. And also, a lack of oxygen can potentially damage your heart's cells. This can lead to scared and thicker areas that don't move electrical activity through the wall as well. Some researchers consider relationship between sleep apnea and heart failure bidirectional. This means sleep apnea and heart failure can worsen each other. Now, it is very essential to know how do you know if sleep apnea is affecting your heart. If sleep apnea is left untreated, it can cause chronic changes to your heart like scarring or fibrosis due to lack of oxygen. When there is disruption in your breathing, then naturally you will lack oxygen in your heart and this will damage your heart muscles. The heart's electrical signals cannot move through the heart tissues effectively. As a result, cardiac arrhythmias can occur more frequently. Ideally, your doctor would test for sleep apnea before you experience significant changes to your heart. Some risk factors for developing sleep apnea are older age. Due to old age, you can be affected by sleep apnea. History of waking up unrefreshed or feeling as if you have not slept, male gender, obesity, and wider neck circumstances. Now, if these occurs, then most probably that you are suffering from sleep apnea and which may cause arrhythmias of your heart, that is irregular rhythm of your heart, which may be dangerous. So it is very essential to get it checked up from the doctor and to get proper treatment to avoid the risk of damage of the heart. Thank you very much.